Francesco Bagnaia, the Ducati Lenovo Team's lead rider and the 2021 MotoGP World Championship runner-up, closed the official test session at the Jerez Nieto circuit with a stunning lap, confirming Ducati's early dominance. On the second day of testing, Friday, November 19th, Bagnaia set the fastest time, not only leading the session, but also the best combined time across the 2 days. With his morning time of 1 minute 36.872 seconds, Bagnaia significantly outpaced the time set on Thursday by LCR Honda rider Takaki Nakagami, who had previously topped the standings, sending a strong signal to his rivals about the readiness of the latest Desmosedici. Despite his impressive time-topping achievement, Pecco Bagnaia's professional mentality led him to remain critical of the prototype bike he was testing. He openly admitted that the new Ducati bike, while already on a very good track, still had several areas that needed improvement and refinement before entering the real racing season. This statement demonstrates the Italian rider's meticulous analysis, where immediate satisfaction does not hinder his long-term focus on improving performance. Pecco stated, "I feel great, but there is still work to be done," emphasizing that perfection on the track is a continuous process. One of the main focuses of Bagnaia's testing was the completely new engine, which he said had a completely different character compared to the Ducati he had ridden throughout the previous season. It felt significantly more powerful, offering greater top-speed potential on the straights. But on the other hand, this change in character required significant adjustments to his riding style and very precise electronic calibration. Understanding and taming the nature of this new engine presented a major challenge for Ducati's engineering team in Bologna, as the bike needed to deliver power in a linear and controlled manner across a wide range of weather and track conditions. Another technical aspect Bagnaia carefully evaluated was the new aerodynamic package, particularly the revised fairing design. Pecco provided positive feedback regarding the potential for improved aerodynamics, but he also noted that adapting from an old design to a new one requires time and adjustments to the bike setup. In modern racing, aerodynamics play a vital role in maintaining front tire traction, reducing wheelies, and improving stability under extreme braking. With a variety of fairing options available, Bagnaia emphasized the importance of the team selecting the most optimal and versatile configuration before the season officially begins. Regarding his testing rhythm on the final day, Bagnaia felt that his experience was more or less in line with the previous day, indicating that he had achieved a solid understanding of the new bike's fundamental behavior. This consistent feeling was invaluable, as it allowed Ducati engineers to gather stable comparison data. The lack of dramatic lap times at the close of the session was indicative of the focus on race simulation and testing the durability of new components, rather than simply seeking the fastest lap time, which can often be misleading. Pecco's confidence in his team was evident when he spoke about the process that will follow the Jerez test. He fully believes that Ducati's technical team will be working intensively behind the scenes to analyze the data and see if anything changes, utilizing every byte recorded from his Desmosedici GP bike. This data analysis phase is a crucial part of development, where the team will compare rider feedback with telemetry metrics to identify the bike's true strengths and any weaknesses that need to be addressed before the next preseason test. Pecco Bagnaia closed the test session with a promise of greater innovation in the future, explicitly stating that Ducati will bring a lot of new things to the highly anticipated preseason test at the Sepang circuit. The Sepang test, with its fast and demanding track, would be a true test of the new Desmosedici GP bike and a final validation of the engine, chassis, and aerodynamic package that had been meticulously developed over the winter. While Bagnaia was busy testing the factory bike, the Jerez test also featured an interesting story from another Italian rider, Nicolò Bulega, albeit from a different context. Bulega, who was then a prominent Ducati talent in the World Superbike WSBK championship, was given the opportunity to test the Ducati Desmosedici GP, a move often signaled by manufacturers to test their riders' readiness for the premier class. This private test, while without the spotlight of official lap times, was crucial in assessing Bulega's ability to adapt to the speed and complexity of a MotoGP bike, which was a far cry from the bike he was used to. Bulega's testing opportunity garnered public attention, especially when his name emerged as a potential replacement for an injured top rider. Following developments, Bulega was officially announced by Ducati to replace Marc Márquez, who suffered a serious injury at the end of the 2025 season. Bulega's appointment was a direct result of his promising performance during testing at Jerez, which convinced Ducati of his ability to successfully ride a GP bike. For Bulega, this appointment was a dream come true, although he acknowledged the immense pressure of replacing a world champion and chose to approach his debut cautiously. The fact that Nicolò Bulega has finally been called up for his MotoGP debut, filling the position vacated by a rider of Marc Márquez's caliber, underscores Ducati's commitment to nurturing and developing the talent within its racing program. Both Bulega and Bagnaia embody the Ducati course philosophy of continually seeking and developing talented young riders to maximize the potential of the Desmosedici. The Jerez test, regardless of the year, is a crucial meeting point that shows how Ducati is strategizing its riders for the present, Bagnaia, and the future, Bulega, ensuring they have the strongest lineup in the Grand Prix paddock. Ducati's dominance in MotoGP is predicted to slowly erode. Will this be a wake-up call for Marc Márquez to decide to leave Ducati? This prediction about Ducati's performance was made by legendary MotoGP technician Ramon Forcada. He believes Ducati will eventually lose competitiveness to other teams. Currently, Ducati still leads the constructors' standings with 708 points. These points were earned from 42 podium finishes by its riders. Meanwhile, in second place is Aprilia with 355 points. These points were earned from 2 wins and 8 podium finishes by Marco Bezzecchi and his teammates. Ramon Forcada believes the 2026 MotoGP season will be even more exciting, as every team is expected to continue improving. Ducati must also make moves to maintain its dominance, as it did this season. Forcada also predicts Ducati's dominance will slowly fade. This will happen if Ducati doesn't significantly evolve its bikes. This isn't just the Ducati Cup anymore. Teams are coming, and Ducati hasn't been able to change, said Ramon. The bikes haven't evolved much in the end. The bikes they were given concessions for, the bikes they used in the February test in Sepang, are now completely different, he said. We see it from the test results. There, Yamaha, Honda, even Aprilia, and KTM, all except Ducati, are using experimental bikes, he added. If Ducati's dominance does fade, will they be left behind by their top riders, including Marc Márquez? Márquez still has the determination and ambition to compete.